I waited 5 years to finally be myself. Nobody was going to give it to me. And that's the bit I didn't understand. For the last 5 years, I have been waiting for the permission, for the green light to do what I want to do and be the real me. And as I'm waiting, nobody switched on the green light and nobody has given me any sort of permission. And when I understood this, that the only person who could give me permission is me, that's when things really started to change. So my wife and I have been involved in business ventures for the last 18 years, together and separately. And 15 years ago, my wife started her own business on her own while I was running my other business. And a year in, she was doing really well. And she could see where my attributes could contribute towards that business and take it to the next level. And it was a very female-dominated business. And it was a very female-dominated product. However, I absolutely loved the business. When I stepped in, I loved it. I was helping change people's lives. I was helping people build a business. And we managed to generate a business which produced over 100 million in revenue over the last 15 years in 14 different countries and helped over 25,000 people in that time. And even me and my wife have had just the same contribution, but I would have had a nice contribution towards that success. But it was never what I chose to do. It just happened that I had to land in there. And it's a very great industry. The industry which I was in is a very, you've got to be all in. You got to focus on one thing and do it well. And that's true. In business, you've got to be hyper-focused sometimes if you want to get things moving. And the business changed our lives. It gave us flexibility. It gave us freedom. It gave me purpose to help other people. But I was never aligned with that business opportunity. I was just brought into that business opportunity. So 15 years later, 10 years later, it's 15 years later now, 10 years later, I had these feelings that I need to do what I'm really here to do, what I'm really born to do. How I want to really achieve my potential. And I thought, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for that green light. I'm going to wait for that permission. And it will just come. Because how I live my life is, I believe in luck and I believe that what's meant to be never passes me by. So whatever is meant to be, it's just going to arrive. And for 5 years, it hasn't arrived. Has not arrived. And slowly my alignment has moved further away from that business. And it's a big reason why I'm here today is I've given myself permission over the last 6 months to fulfill my potential. I have gone to my traffic light and pressed my green light so I can move forward. And that is my advice for you. Yeah. If you're waiting for permission to do something great, nobody here is going to save you. You're only going to save yourself. You got to press your own internal green light. Yeah, you can't wait for that magic moment because that magic moment is probably not going to come. You're waiting for the bus and it ain't coming. What you have to do is you have to go and find that bus, put the keys in the ignition and drive it yourself. And you might have reached an age where you feel like, well, I couldn't do anything else. Yeah, but I'm over 40 now. I'm well past it. No, you're still very young. Maybe you're 50. You're still very young. Mid-30s, you're still very young. You can still build something special and achieve your full potential. But if you don't give yourself that permission, if you don't give yourself that green light, you're not going to do it. So from today, I want you to give yourself that green light that you are good enough and you are capable of building something that you want to build for whatever reason. You want to build it. Now, from telling you this, I don't want you to feel behind because I must admit, the last few months I've been thinking, I'm 5 years behind. Yeah, I should have made this decision 5 years ago. But there's a reason why I've made this decision now. It's because, and I've given myself permission for that decision. So don't feel that you're behind. The timing is perfect. Yeah, but you've got to give yourself permission. So in the comment box below, if this resonated with you, maybe give me a time where you were thinking about, I need to give myself permission, but never did. And what happened? And when you did give yourself permission, what did happen? For more videos on the drift, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have an amazing day.